he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at 25.
But it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing a negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Chunk here on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. Into a massive giant body. We're calling a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Unloads it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot here, and now it's 4th down.
This defense was ready for goal lines. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. His way up to the 42.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll run him again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Pushes ahead. Breaks him again. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
When a running back gets going, gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Here we go. Ready. 180. 180, go.
Second down, going to throw it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They're facing a third down. Gets the back moving. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hand. It's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
And the Hawkeyes are marching down the field. Handoff from Alton.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's Malton again. That's a run.
The offense knows his secret, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that team.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On the run, it's Hayden. He's past the sticks. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll need a bunch on second down. To the air, it's Nolan. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Iowa spends his second timeout here. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
To the wideout. Right side, it's Chapman. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we break it up in the second. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred and moves to the ball down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Scanning the field, it's Noah. A shot for the end zone. And good coverage there and knock it away and deny the score.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and 5. because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give, it's Phillips. Still on his feet at the 40. He's running free down the middle. Running inside the 20. Once he got some room, Memphis going in the and a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown.
Set to advance on the phone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with.
Makes a grab and room to run. Spins away from the defense. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Out wide right, it's Chapman. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
They'll run it to the right. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Play action on first down. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Tiger. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Attempt to try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Iowa offense ready to go to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Moulton. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback changing the play. 2nd down to the air. Nice way to knock that one down.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden, in this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier.
To throw, it's Nolan. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got it.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Right side, it's Brown. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Center down's going to the air. Unloads to the right. With the catch, it's Tipton. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another 1st down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Out wide left, it's King. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. off the clock again for the remainder of this half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the draw, it's Hayden. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield, get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play.
They have to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. Middle of the end zone. He's got it. The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Sound by this defense, and here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback signaling to his guy. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Memphis calling for a timeout, their first of 3. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Punt is on its way. On the return. Tucker's team is down near the corral, and they made the stop, and they'll park it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick. Nice physical play.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Fires to the wideout. This defense. And they're closing on the interception. We'll see them really hit the speed button
example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
First and 10.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. A snap wants to throw to start this drive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback in before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Second and long here. Looking to pass. It's Nolan. Hauls it in. Picked up 8 yards there. Third down and 2.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone cover. You can't stare at him. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Reels it in. Brings into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Drops back on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. The pass ball's incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Here's a give to Malton. Can't get him to the ground. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Tells to run, looking to pass. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold them. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat on hat, and giving him a
quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeps it himself.
Zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff for Malton. Dragged down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Motion from the wideout. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Diaz. He stops short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And they decide to trot out the kicker from the right hash. And this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolutely perfect. And guys after the field goal, now they have the deep.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, man, right down the middle. That obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. And after that last field goal, they start this third quarter, find themselves playing from behind. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And personally, I love the 4-3 defense because that's what I played in college. And as a defensive lineman, you get to penetrate more and take more gaps and make plays. They've done a really good job stopping the run this game, and I'm not surprised it's out of that 4-3.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got it for Frank. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Unloads it left. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And he's wrapped up to his side. Hawkeyes offense heads out to
Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
Deep in the end zone, it's Chapman. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Look out! Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target. You could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Here comes the heat. Left side is Tippett. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Right side, it's Hayden. Ripping through the defense. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Takes the handoff. It's Hayden. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. That's the throw. It's Nolan. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Hardy. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tiger. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchdown. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first. Point. They're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Chapman. Tackle brought down at the 16-yard line after 3 times. A lot
physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Snagged in, there's running room. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there. But as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Kennick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a little that they've got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what to do?
Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Off play action on first down. He lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's a give to Malton. Powers through the defender. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. They want to throw it. And flips it out to the back. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down.
Fourth down, coming up. Number 35 in punt formation to kick it away.
That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And we've reached the end of the third. Time is running out, and they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. On the ground, it's Hayden. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And then they're down. They've got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football. But this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Handoff again. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive, you turn around
the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. Second down, gonna throw it. Going over the top. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the completion.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Moves the pocket. It's Nolan. Fires to the right. It's caught. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
This Memphis offense going to work again on 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Gonna let it fly. Going up for grabs, and he beats his man and pulls it down. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to throw it again. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for us.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Just a little off. Incomplete. How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Downfield, it's Nolan. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab in the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
28.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25.
remain aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And the defense, got him at the 27.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense, because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
Punt is in the air. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage unit all over him. Stopped immediately. Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them, and now a chance to take the lead. Drops back. It's Nolan. Out wide right, it's Carter. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
Just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Grab behind the line. It's Chapman. He's down right there. Short gain on the ground.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking for room. It's Carter. Shows him the stiff arm. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Powers inside. Looks as if he'll have enough to pick up the Memphis 1st down.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole where you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. That pressure got
still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Looking for a crease.
Great job by the defense, staying away on that play here late in the game with the lead, and the offense needs to throw the football. They're trying to make it look like pass before handing it off on the draw, but the defense wasn't fooled, and they make a nice tackle.
A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Sets his feet. It's going. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Out wide drafted Simmons. Touchdown Tigers! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
Memphis, 35, Iowa, 31.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessful. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here.
Snatch it in zone. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the first down. Now in plus territory and a chance to save himself. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying. Great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll give it to Malton.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we've got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like, this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? He's got two great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once. And the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win, obviously. Then you worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through.